This is a 2015 BMW i8, and though it may look like the normal i8 on the surface, aside from the very orange wrap, it's actually not. And today I'm going to break down exactly what makes this car so unique, so special, and tell you why you should come check it out at RPM Garage right now. With a car as good looking as this, I had to start with the exterior when it came to talking about the car. First off, you've obviously noticed the extremely orange wrap. Now this is obviously not a standard color on the car, but I honestly think it should be. It looks fantastic, and honestly I could totally see BMW making it a regular thing, especially because it matches the M3 from the E92 generation. Another thing you might notice are these black 20-inch alloy wheels that look absolutely special, especially against the orange wrap. Now I think those look particularly fantastic given the black accents that are all over this car, including on the hood and the dark tint on the back windows. Finally, it's impossible to ignore them. We've got butterfly doors. Now these are obviously standard on all BMW i8s, but they look fantastic and they're so much fun to have up anytime you get in and out of it. Now, if you're one of the naysayers that say that this car is purely for show and nothing else, I'm going to tell you right here, right now, that you are completely wrong. Under the hood is a 3-cylinder turbocharged engine that's mated to an electric motor to produce a grand total of 357 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. Let me tell you why that's fantastic. This power is instantaneously delivered thanks to the electric motors, and that's to all 4 wheels because this car does have an all-wheel drive drivetrain. The result of that means that this car can get from 0 to 60 in under 4.5 seconds, which means it is a bullet to drive. And given that it's one of the first hybrid supercars, there's no doubt that this is groundbreaking technology and it's doing it fantastically. It's normally around this point in the video where I'd tell you how great the exhaust sounds, and it does sound great, but unfortunately I can't really show you on video. This car doesn't utilize its 3-cylinder turbocharged engine until it gets to a certain speed, and until that point it relies solely on its electric motor. The result of that means I can't do a startup video for you because starting it up literally is just a bunch of beeping, which is cool and futuristic and spaceship-like, but it really doesn't do much for the exhaust note at low speeds. At high speeds, however, this thing sounds absolutely incredible, and I highly urge you to come try it out. Now, in case it wasn't obvious by the exterior, the interior is a spaceship as well. And that's very evident to tell from the minute you sit inside it. Once you start this car up, you'll notice that this has a heads-up display which acts on top of the digital displays here and here. Another thing you'll notice are these fantastic but extremely compact leather bucket seats. Now these are actually part of the Pure Impulse World package that BMW has put on this car, which raises the MSRP to over $150,000. They're made of a special carpocarum gray leather that feels fantastic and is super ventilated for extreme comfort. And there's a couple other touches that have been done as well, including metallic inserts and these blue seat belts right here. The last thing I truly love about this car is just how space-agey it feels. From everything being on digital displays to the way that everything's controlled, it feels extremely minimalist and very futuristic, and I would not be surprised if this was on Star Trek at some point in the future. To close out the video, there's a couple things I wanted to tell you when it comes to this fantastic machine on my left. The first of which is the weight. Now, as you might know, electric cars tend to be on the heavier side of the scale, and that's usually as a result of their extremely heavy battery packs and their electric motors. But when it comes to this car, it's made almost entirely out of carbon fiber when it comes to the chassis, making it extremely light, especially compared to other electric vehicles. That's why it can get from 0 to 60 so quickly. More to the point, like I said, it's electric, which means that the power is delivered to the wheels instantaneously, so there's no lag like you might get in a normal combustion-powered car. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the price. Now, this car had an MSRP of well over $150,000, and that doesn't include the wrap on this car. For now, though, it's for sale at RPM Garage for $70,991, less than half of its original sticker price, and it's only got 36,000 miles on it, which on one of these is really truly nothing. Frankly, I can't urge you to come buy this car enough, and if not buy it, at least come take a look at it and check out the rest of RPM Garage's showroom. I'd like to thank each and every single one of you for taking the time to watch today, and I hope you'll all consider liking, sharing, and even subscribing to the channel. I'm also going to drop our Instagram and our TikTok in the links below, and I hope you'll check those out as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.